Presentation of vocabulary learn app called FluentMe. This is Alex. He's 27 years old. He's from Poland. He's a single living in Washington, D.C. He has a bachelor's degree in international relations, and he's working as an immigration officer. He likes to learn different languages and cultures. Every day he communicates in his non-native language. He likes to watch movies and read business and professional literature. Alex wants to improve his knowledge of the language, and for this he wants to download vocabulary learn mobile app. He needs an explanation on how to use learned words in a sentence with the real examples. His goal to improve English language skills and improve knowledge of professional vocabulary. He needs an opportunity to communicate and practice with the native speakers. Alex problem. Alex needs a way to increase his vocabulary and understand how to use new words in a conversation, because in everyday life he has to communicate with the native speakers. We will know this to be true when we see that Alex will be able to interact more confidently with colleagues and speak better English on various topics. As a non-native speaker of English, he wants to be able to communicate with the native speakers so that he can get more practice in speaking. As a young professional, he wants to have an access to various professional categories and topics, while learning words so that he can train his professional vocabulary and keep an interest in learning. As a busy professional, he wants to be able to listen to the material so that he can learn while he is on public transport or when he is doing something else. Solution. We believe that by developing an application that will allow Alex to communicate with native speakers and contain various methods of learning new words with the real examples, we will achieve improvement of Alex's spoken English and support his interest and motivation in the learning process. Here we have early ideas on how the FluentMe app will look. The user will be provided with the various types of registration using an Apple, Facebook, Google accounts and using an email. Further is the onboarding process. The user chooses which language he speaks, what language he wants to learn, level of knowledge of this language, and the language in which the application will be. Then the user sets study goals and set up a reminder. Next step, the user is shown 3 screens with the application features. After that, user selects categories or themes and start learning words. On the new word screen, the user can learn more about the word and navigate to word examples. The user can also start an audio lesson, but this will be available after the user has earned 400 points. Practice with the native speaker. Here the user can view the profiles of those who are fluent in the language and invite them to practice. Then the user selects the available time for the class and the perfect way to contact the native speaker. After receiving the notification, the user goes to the chat where he can contact the native speaker, and also calendar is also available where the planned practice will be marked. After talking with the native speaker, the user will be given the choice of whether he wants to teach someone his native language or not. Usability testing. We conducted tests with 3 participants via Zoom and invited them to go through 4 tasks. So the first task was sign up in the application using your email. The second, start the learn process. The third one, add a new word and definition. The first task, start practicing with the language with a native speaker. After test, we wrote down the errors that were noticed by the participants and made improvements. First observation, would be helpful to be able to skip the reminder settings. We have added the ability for the user to skip the registration steps and skip setting goals and reminders. Second observation, ability to add additional material to favorites and create collections. The place where your points are indicated is not clear what it is. Add a listening lesson bottom down. We changed how the scores are displayed, change the listening lesson bottom, and add the ability to create new collections and video photos and add the video and photos to collections. Third observation, it will be more convenient if when entering a word the application automatically inserts its definition. The ability to enter a word by voice, the ability to filter by edited words. We add the ability to search for a word using voice search. Also, we add the ability to filter and sort the words. When user will enter a word, the application will add the definition automatically. And fourth observation, the ability to write to a native speaker before making a call. The bottom invite to practice doesn't match the action of this bottom. It seems that a lot of text is indicated on the profile of a native speaker. We add the ability to write to a native speaker uh, and rename the bottom invite to practice for just practice. The text size has been changed. Reflection. I have gained a lot of experience in interviewing and building a user persona. I gain knowledge on how to conduct competitors research. I think I have to pay more attention to the process of sketching low fidelity wireframes. After the interviews, when creating the user persona, I need to focus more on the user's real problems and solutions. I enjoyed doing usability testing, and it was very interesting how the participants interacted with my prototype. I'm sure that all the skills I gained during the project are very useful, and I must learn to listen to the user and create a project that will be useful, convenient, and solve real user problems. My next step are to finish designing all screens and do some more usability testing, user testing. Thank you.